Now, on our other channel, we had discussed that a man in China died of hantavirus, which is something more deadly than the coronavirus. And he contracted that, which comes from rats. It is have a death rate higher than 39%. But on top of that happening, okay, now in China, they find a new strain of the coronavirus that lasts for 49 days in an infected patient. Now, what in the hell is going on in China where you have all these diseases running rampant? Listen, I don't care if coronavirus is over, okay? Until the world can go into China and inspect the way they do things and to see things are sanitary, they should not allow them to come to nobody else's country if they're going to keep being a cesspool of pandemics. So it says Chinese researchers have warned of a new mutated version of the coronavirus that can infect people for nearly 2 months. Now, I say Chinese military researchers found a middle-aged man who had the disease for 49 days, which is significantly longer than the durations of the illness. Now, they said he needed to be treated with a plasma transfusion from other COVID-19 sufferers who have recovered, it claimed. Now, here in Houston, they had done that same treatment. They were one of the first in the country to do that, to take the plasma from a person who got over it and used it to treat those who have it now. I say previously, they said the research showed patients who survived the virus normally tested negative after 20 days on average, with the longest previous case being 37 days. Now, they say despite the length of the illness, the Chinese patient who has not been named had only relatively mild symptoms, okay? They say he had infected lesions on his lungs, which disappeared shortly after he was taken to the hospital. Now, researchers said the patient's case might be chronic, which suggests coronavirus has mutated. They say the researchers are from the Army Medical University in Chongqing, number 967 Hospital of PLA Dalian and General Hospital of the PLA Central Theater Command in Wuhan, said the virus may have formed a symbiotic relationship with its host. Sound like Venom from Marvel, right? Yeah, that's, boy, I tell you, that thing is just mutating all over the place in China. Now, say reports state that one of the patient's elderly female relatives also tested positive for that coronavirus with moderate symptoms. So despite having pre-existing conditions, she reportedly recovered quicker than average for her age. They say the researchers said the information could point toward a new mild subtype of coronavirus, which is not transmittable and could be harder to eliminate. They say they warn of other chronic patients that could be treated because of their mild symptoms could continue to spread the infection and cause a fresh outbreak. But man, who want to be sick with something for 49 days? What's going on in China? Come on, man. Listen, you're affecting everybody now. You got people who are passing away right now. Doctors and nurses are overwhelmed. They don't have medical supplies. Body bags are piling up because our country and our intelligence agencies failed America. They didn't say, hey, these people over here are really dying and we know this. We need to shut everything down with our borders now so these people can't come over here and bring it. But they failed. And now people are dying. Well, you have put more than 200,000 cases of the coronavirus. Now you have, hantavirus. Now you got this, they say it may be a little milder but longer. Listen, with the majority of Americans having some pre-existing conditions, especially in the black community, with diabetes, high blood pressure, some form of heart disease, because the American diet is the most horrible diet in the world. If you're not eating a plant-based diet, it's not good. I'm telling you, it's just not going to be good for you. We have to eat a plant-based diet. I'm telling you from experience. I know where I was at December of last year, and I lost 57 pounds, and I'm not trying to look back, and I'm steadily scaling down now. So I don't want to be caught up like that with these conditions and high blood pressure and all of that. And I was taking those medications. because of all that. And now, my stuff is lowered down where I ain't got to be on it like that. What I'm saying is we got to take care of ourselves, because you can't depend on these people to take care of you. They ain't taking care of their own self. And you can see they're not competent enough to handle it, because they claim they got this high IQ and they know everything. Well, surely when Rona showed up, it pulled their card, didn't they? They don't know everything. They say how they create this and got the best that and best that. Okay, why you ain't showing how you the best? Why you ain't showing it? I mean, that's that lie they like to go tell. Like I said, people that talk just say show and prove, and you ain't proving right now. Even with Donald Trump, he say he know everything, he the best, he's smart, and it ain't showing. It's not showing right now. People still dying, but he getting up there telling people, well, be prepared for 100,000 to 200,000 people to die. I mean, that's crazy to even come out of a president's mouth to the citizens of this country. But they need to get a hold of China. I mean, the world, seriously, the world need to get a hold of China with that filth coming out those wet markets. Stop eating them animals. Stop. Now everything goes in your mouth. Some things are rodents. Some things are just creepy, crawly things that just don't need to be eaten. Man, it's more to life than just eating every old thing. And you wonder why all these diseases come out. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story. And yes, I'm concerned about this because you see it's affecting us here. So yes, anything they're doing like that or any kind of diseases, we need to pay attention to what these people are doing. Then they come over here, and then it's not all of them, but the ones that coming over here that's possibly bringing that with them, like, well, we're going to wait for the next pandemic to happen?